Hey there, folks. Dandelions here, and welcome back to Wildermyth. In episode 3 here, we are starting chapter 2 of the Age of Ulstryx campaign. So, without further ado, let's dive back into the overland map here. Alright, so we got our party of 4 here, chilling in Sencherry. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to go fill out our party with our 5th recruit. So you'll see here, this chapter is timed, so we have just about a year, a little less than a year, to clear the Gorgon sites and get to the point on the map that we need to get to. All right. So we already have 2 warriors. What I'd like to have is a second hunter, potentially a melee hunter. Dark Heart, Integrity, and Wild Heart. I actually like that. Stormbard. Yeah, I think he's pretty cool, actually. Let's give him a last name. Stormbard. Let's do Hamilton. Stormbard Hamilton. The Gorgons are more widespread than we thought. We're handling it, but 1 or 2 bad fights and the whole thing could go to hell. Well, we're lucky to have Stormbard. He headed up a patrol group that keeps an eye on things around the field, so we can all focus on our lives. We do what we can. But you heard what Violet said. I've been thinking about this a lot. From the sound of it, I can be doing way more for us long term in a company like theirs. Lobilistram doesn't mean much surrounded by a world full of Gorgons. What, leave? But who's gonna lead the patrols? Abatha could do a decent job. She knows the field as well as anybody. This is the right thing to do. I can't turn down the opportunity to fight. I'll come back and visit. I promise. We can't let Abatha's head get too big with me gone, right? So then we need to prepare him. 25 days to do that. All right. So do you think I'm gonna want to kind of build him as a melee hunter? Let's give him Fox Flight. Let's start clearing. Infestations are already growing. A weird rhythmic noise filters through the trees. It's getting louder. Because we're getting closer. Over here. An ancient ox leans its bulk against a beech trunk. Blood pools from its panting muzzle. Thing's sick or something. The ox doesn't flinch from Stormbard's approach. He notices a wound at the base of its neck. There's something in there. A blue, what looks like a pomegranate seed, but it's as big as my fist. All right. I've got skilled fingers. Let me try to dislodge the seed. Violet's fingers slip into the wound and pluck the seed neatly free of its resting place. The ox bows its head, feeling nothing. Violet, In a few moments, the ox's breathing normalizes, its muscles relax. It takes tentative steps to the edge of the clearing. Incredible. That's when a gang of afflicted beasts filters out of the trees. Get ready for a fight. They don't lunge, they remain still and stare. They recognize the seed in Violet's hand and absorb the visible recovery of the ox. There's a collective sigh. When they lie down, the light in their eyes dims and dies. The ox wanders free. All right. Get him up here in, well, yeah, might as well get on the offensive here. Nice crit. Don't think he's going to be able to finish it off, but it will be close. There we go. So she should be able to, yeah, just go ahead and take this one out. I love Mystics. Their action economy is so good. We can get him up in the thick of it here, see if he can't. Oh no. Alright, that's okay. She's 100% to kill on that one. Just have the one raccoon to deal with. And he dodged. Excellent. Have Medic take care of the raccoon. I don't think that this row is going to get to move. JK, it is going to get to move, but that's okay. I don't think she's going to quite be able to get into a position where she can hit it. Well, nice. There we go. Shield. So that's exactly the same as the shield that he has, but it's prettier. We're gonna take that one. All right, so now row, we're gonna come in packs of 2. And we get 50 days for clearing this site. Alright, so we've got a character event for Dandus. So remind me again, Violet, and for anyone else that might need to know the plot, what exactly are we doing? Here's something to try. Let's walk in silence for a while. Just for a little while. How about that? Wait, sorry. Were you being serious? But I seriously forgot where we're going. All right, one more time. Commit it to memory. My cousin's in danger. He's been kidnapped by someone you claim to know. And so... Ahaha, right. I recall it now. All right. Sorry for getting frustrated. I'm thankful you came along, truly. Well, but there's one thing What? You said I claim to know the kidnapper? I was kidding, of course. That would be such a crazy coincidence. And so our journey to save Flynn began in guttural style. Alright, so Dandus and Violet are gonna go do their own thing here for a minute. Standing above fate of Labilla, Dandus and Violet attempt to hatch a plan. No matter what we do, we're gonna end up fighting someone, aren't we? I'd like to say that's not true, but I don't see a way around it. One way to go would be to flood this entire valley, digging channels all the way back to the river over the course of the next few weeks. We're not doing that, okay? So what's your plan, my dear? I'm thinking. You know, when I'm trying to avoid danger to my own self, like when I've been flirting with some girl I'm not supposed to, what I do is I create a distraction, crack a joke, or start a different argument, offer a drink, or a diversion. But what do you have in mind? Don't say dancing. We fight naked. They'll be too embarrassed to hit us. Well, actually, that's a good idea. You take your clothes off and distract them. I'll keep mine on and knock them out one by one. So, should we just try a regular ambush? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Nice. They are good at flanking. Damn, her armor is solid. Definitely could have used her free wolf attack on the last turn, and I forgot. Alright, Dandus is now level 3 Blue Horn Warrior. Let's give him broad swipes. Staff, nobody else really needs that. We're gonna salvage. Flynn! This is him, isn't it? You okay? You seem to have been kidnapped by Gorgons. Yes, I don't understand. They... Oh, believe me, nobody else gets it either. You're safe. You know I wouldn't have gotten an earful if you were dead. Violet, did my sister send for you? That's right. She wrote that you'd been taken, and we feared the worst, didn't we, Dandus? Nah. But listen, this is all very boring, so should we go? This place stinks of oozing flesh and miscellaneous gorgonous gases. I have to thank you, too. Your name is Dandus? You're so brave. Violet is lucky to have a friend. Only friends, right? So able, someone she can turn to in times of serious trouble. After a short trip to Flynn's hometown where they feasted and danced, bedecked in garlands of sage leaf and bluebells, Dandus and Violet set out for home once more. Why didn't they give us medals, though? Isn't there supposed to be medals? Maybe the townsfolk were working with the Gorgons all along. Maybe we all are, in our own way. Alright, so he gets another promotion here to Bronzehorn Warrior. Let's upgrade Broadswipes for him. We got a stunt chance augment. Let's go ahead and give it to Dandus. They should catch up. Yeah. Oh, this is deepest, so this isn't even gonna give us our extra days. Annoying color. The sky. I keep having the same dream. Well, just tell it to me, I guess. Okay, so in this dream, I'm full duck. Very large. Like, picture a wagon-sized duck. Only I've got human legs and arms. Oh, and I've got this great community spirit, too. This is in the dream world. I'm trying to help the town, but everyone's pissed at me because I'm just there quacking, right? And they can't understand my words, but I'm super loud because of just how large I am, I guess. Which actually does make sense when you think about it, but then... yeah. I know, it's fascinating stuff. No, dear, it's... doesn't seem like cultists to me. You know what it sounds like? A domestic quarrel. Yeah, well, we're well away from the place Belle said to meet. Shouldn't be deepest this way. Hey, kitty cat. Please don't call it. What? Kitties are kitties. Watch it. Hey. Is it sad that its playmate ran away? Playmate? It's lunch, more like. Don't just have random sympathy. It gets you tangled up in things. Owner's not home? I'm sure there's no horrifying story to any of this. The fate of whoever furnished the place and is now gone. It's been since summer, possibly. The cold clothes are up on their hooks. I'm not imagining it. The thing's depressed. And maybe it is, but we can't actually know why. Well, it doesn't seem to hate us. I'll keep a bolt knocked, all the same. Although, it also doesn't seem to be able to tell between me or you or a walking dresser. Oh wait, look, she came back. Is it maybe the cat keeps bothering this thing? I don't know. There's this. A book? A little book. It's a cookbook? I don't... No. It's not a... It's a journal. Notes. Records of a 60-day task. Can I try and read some? Sure. I love hearing you read. I'll stay on guard. So it starts... Day 1. Today I start my dark little spell journal. So yeah, it's a spell journal. Flipping through, there's lists and drawings, diagrams, but it goes on. I shall here document lucidly and diligently as I may. My preparations, my processes, my observations. I do not yet know if, how, and to what effects this spell shall succeed, but I am resolved in my course to see it through. And then there's an amendment. See it almost through. The final turn scares me. It's frightening magic we channel. Exclamation point. You know, I do love you. Why all of a sudden? Just reminding yourself? A cramped indoor hour passes. Day 10. The spell is cast, and yet today she languishes, same as yesterday. Sleeps and raises her eyes blearily like a cat 9 times her age. His voice helplessly pushes sardonic undertones beneath the writer's unstylish lines. Day 34. I grow sure, small signs that seem like delusions at first, manufactured meanings, sprouted of a woman's hope-wild imagination. They are like letters retraced, becoming starker, clearer. Things are changing. Herb dust, the seeped-in smoke of incense, books and their book covers, the tired beams of rosewood. Those soft old cottage smells combine. Blanket weight, the mulled odor sinks over their shoulders. Growing especially comfortable in this place and time, like winter warmth. Last entry. Noticing it's becoming kind of a pain to read. Some of these sentences wander off and there's big empty spaces, weird doodles. In case you were wondering, that's not me, that's the writer. Day 62. My brain's become a fiddle string. As vibrating, focused, lonesome as that, my mind narrows, and every thought is a pressed note along that single strand. A solitary stem from which not every sound or contemplation I would once have easily produced may now flower. Find the words she uses pretty exhausting, don't you? Perhaps old age would have always been like this, at least Shy. Shy continues to mend, For the first time today, she ate with gusto the whole herring I brought her. I've gone back in my old diaries to check. It's been just over 2 years. And as I must have noted previously, it's this extended span of smallest changes I find most heartening. The pattern and pace speak to me of momentum, a steady motion that may carry forward far into the future, if never near forever. I find myself fearing the end, but fear too is a new darling of mine. Mortal fear. Fresh and clear and bright, it confirms for me that the world keeps its bargains. She strengthens as I waste down. This fate is what I wrought for myself and for her. Let's not be sad. And though it appears the tweaks I made failed, I think of that midnight orchid I so arduously hunted and harvested, so carefully separated, that those efforts have done nothing to mitigate or smooch out the transfer of my years. Let's not get down about it. Have to believe she meant smooth out. Oh yeah, misread that. Smooth out but I am quite free of any regrets. Gratitude is what I feel. If you are reading this, believe me, mostly, I am grateful. Now I wish to say, if you see Shy around, chase her off. That cat will live 1,000 years. I don't know where she'll go, but don't let her waste her new life here. For here I will soon be bound. To what extent I shall eventually diminish, it seems hard to guess. I suspect I shall be nothing but a shadow soon. Lightless, thoughtless, meaningless, and without memory. A shade. May you live long, dear reader, never needing to learn the lengths you'd go to save the ones you love. She signs her name, Elinciana Sedge, foolish witch of Lank Meadow. Then this shadow thing is what's left of her? Seems like. Well, we could do what the lady wanted anyway. Lead her cat away from here. Yeah. Sort of a brutal thing though, right? Just leaving her alone? Alone like this? A lame, listless existence and maybe endless? Yeah, but what's... Burn it. She wants it burned. You think burn it? The journal? I'd burn it, love, but do what you think's right. Setting fire to a book is never as easy as it sounds, but Dandus gets the oven hot enough. Page corners catch, and the flames start to eat. And when the heat is high, with a kind of hunger the shadow leaps, joins the black river, flowing into a wide and already smoke-dark sky. A little later, supposed to meet up here at the Cleft Hill, aren't we? Is this one cleft enough, love? I don't know. How cleft should it be? I guess I'm wondering. Got an opinion? Let's see the rest of the world, huh? There's plenty worth loving. And that is the story of how Dandus met Shy. Violet, why aren't you with... Oh, there he is. They'd go together wherever thereafter they went. Holy cow, was that emotional? Alright. We got rid of the ranged unit. There we go. Let's stack up on the door. Nothing. They've all got to be in here. Gosh, how many enemies are going to be in this tiny little room? It's gotta be... I only killed 2, so it's gotta be 4 of them. Let's have Violet get a shot off on him so that Matic can get wolf called. There we go. Whoa. It does spark conversation, a great blade made of ice that can't be marred. It stood point down in the earth beneath the summer sun and has not yet melted. Perhaps, as it is whispered, it was forged from a comet. We're actually going to replace Dandus's hammer with that. Yeah, we'll salvage that. Someday people will move back to Wodenblood shelves. The deep stink of the cult will crawl back into the earth. Children will find homes for spirits here. Young men will build barns alongside their sweethearts. Old men will trade in iron and salt. And at the end, the oldest will die peacefully in their beds, the way it should be. You seem quite keen on it all. Thinking of staying? Yeah, it's too late for me. My calling looms too large to sidestep. Best we can do is keep moving and hope to leave peace in our wake. So what I was checking is to make sure that these were Gorgons infesting this tile so that I could get more time. Because building a bridge here is going to take a minute. Ooh, a dodge cloak. Let's give that to Stormbard. Okay, it's only 30 days. That's not horrible. Alright, and we're gonna have to get up there for the incursion. Alright, let's head here and get our extra time. Oh, there's 2 incursions. Where's my lucky coin? That big copper one? Haven't seen it. This is somebody's idea of a joke. It's not funny. Unoriginal, uninspired, and not funny. That coin is responsible for more victories than you'd think. I forgot it on a hunt one time. I couldn't hit a thing. You know, friends help friends look for lucky coins. Okay, let me just work up the initiative. Oh, is that it? What the? Get your beaky little mouth off my coin. Nice try. Come here. I'm gonna count to 3. Hey, what? Ah! Oh boy, just throwing us right in, huh? Nice. That's what I was hoping would happen, is that they'd be visible but not in range to attack. They are just getting super powerful. Like, Dandus being able to almost one-shot a Geist at this point in the campaign is super strong. I mean, clearly I'm playing this more for the narrative aspect of it than for the, you know, combat difficulty or any of that. Just think it's more fun that way, but it is cool to basically get to see them become superheroes. I know he's going to take a point in damage from the corruption on the ground, but I just want to get everybody moved up. She won't because she has warding. We're gonna get him in here. Guardian. Depending on what Bell is able to do here, next turn might be pretty easy. Discus. Nice. That's what I was counting on. Everybody's critting. There we go. The Town Unraveler? We do not need it. Stunt Chance Ring. Give that to Medic. So, you got the coin back? Yep, the little rascal must have had a change of heart and dropped it. It's kind of cute. In an ugly way, maybe. Come here, little critter. Come on. You want to be friends? As long as you can take care of yourself. But if my coin goes missing again, I'm using you as monster bait. Alright, so we got our 50 days there. 3 days, oh geez. Go, go, go. Ah. Just missed it. They don't seem to know we're here. Let's make up a plan. Let's charge. I blow this horn. We charge. That could have gone better. Regroup. Definitely want to try to get Stormbard that water spirit. This is a tight map for all these enemies. We're just pulling them right into the thick of it. There's broadswords, yep, just gonna do some damage there, and then that should give Matic a flanking shot too. Now let's get rid of this guy. Oh, jeez. Let's get him a water bow. So with the water bow, every time they crit, they get their action point back. Cool. Not so bad. Oh, did I? Oh, gosh. I took him one spot too far. Goofy. I should at least be able to take out the... Oh, no, I can't. Got too much armor. Whoops. That should do it. Violet will finish this off with a crit. Another tier 1 shield we can salvage. Alright, they're starting to get the real big enemies now. Gorgons and Bartoths. And we've got another incursion to intercept. Let's try to charge again. Fail again. That's okay. We've got a Bartoth now. Get everybody in position. They should be far enough away that they can't really do anything yet. He's gonna trigger a reaction. Nice. Let's go ahead and kill the raccoon. Nice. There we go. Good stuff. Alright, now Violet should be able to get a crit on the Bartoth. Or a flank, I mean. So we just got to make sure that Bartoth dies before either of them. Otherwise, they'll blow up. Nice. And I should be able to fire leash to the row, get some damage on him. Nice. And then that one will die on the next turn because it's standing in fire. He's gonna take some hits here. Oh, geez. Ah. Maddox collapses forward. His right leg has gone silent, but frankly, the rest of his body is telling him enough. I can live through this if I get out now. Just a leg, after all. More to life than legs. Maddox assures himself of this as he finds a place to wait out the battle. I probably could have avoided that, but... Alright, just the bear left. Let's get him on, well, or miss. He missed both of them. Wow. That is some cleanup. Alright, Maddox is leveled up to Bluehorn, level 3. Let's upgrade Zealous Leap for him. Another tier 1 shield we can salvage. Maddox, you in there? Remember how we used to wonder what we'd do if one of us fell? Figured it'd be me running through fires and jumping down a monster's throat, but hey. Anyway, I'm glad we're still both here. If you need anything, let me know. Sleep well, brother. You're gonna need it. Alright, so we'll have them repair while Maddox goes and heals up. Goofy. Right. Let's get everybody down there, and then while Maddox heals, after he's finished healing, I'll send him down here too. Oops. $100 days left. Dodge cloak. Belle is our last one without a cloak, so we'll give that to her. Hopefully there's Gorgons here. The day is calm. The scouting mission has discovered nothing dangerous. Having outdistanced her companions, Violet sits to rest. Does she sleep? Dream? Is it a vision? A metaphor? Or does a tortoise truly come and speak to her? She has seen somewhere before the patterns that swirl upon its shell. Of course you have. This pattern is everywhere. In the wind, in the stars, in the sea, in the storm, in the fire and the fern. We've always been here. We? We hold up the earth and the sky and the storm. We protect the fern and the water and the wheat. You should understand that. You protect others also. You're one of us. Can't you feel it? This is it. This is where I can belong. Are you sure I'm the one you want? Your choices throughout your lifetime have fitted you for this task. You were not born a guardian, but you have molded yourself into one, moment by moment, day by day. You are worthy to join the fellowship I speak of. Do you accept? Yes, absolutely. What happens now? While you live, nothing. Continue as you have been. After your death, we will discuss this matter further. Do I become a tortoise? The precise form is open for negotiation. That almost makes it sound as though you guardians are all around, throughout the world, everywhere. It does, doesn't it? Be well, Violet. We will speak again one day. Hey, Violet, you been napping on the job? No, did you see that's a pretty cool tortoiseshell pendant. You just find it here? No, it's kind of a long story. Someday I'll tell you. Yeah, so we're gonna replace it just because it's part of her story. All right, and then... Oh, geez. I might have guffed this up a bit. Huh. So I have 2 days to clear the sites. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna see what happens if I fail that. We'll get there in a second. We fought to the end of winter, took all we could handle. We were delayed. We were hurt and hobbled. We were slow. Reports now say the Gorgons are receding. Maybe they got what they wanted? Maybe they did. but it doesn't change anything. A clash is coming. All right, so that's the end of chapter 2. I've never not finished that on the world map before, but that's one of the cool things about this game is, victory is not guaranteed. During the years of peace, Violet spent time communing with the tortoise in her shared dreams. Belle disappeared for a few months after grumbling something about that two-faced skunk owing me an explanation. Upon her return, she seemed satisfied. Psst, are you a guardian too? Dandus spent a month tracking a golden stag. As he finally raised his weapon for the kill, the stag looked him straight in the eyes and laughed. Dandus smiled back and lowered his arm. Stormbard noticed that the town hall at East Vigil had fallen into disrepair during all the conflict, so he passed a summer helping to rebuild it. Belle Ivani and Matic Gaunt's daughter has reached adventuring age. Halloran has joined the Defeaters of Banished Hope as a warrior. Excellent. Let's give her Sentinel. I've never really messed with that. And Violet can have a wolf cub. Excellent. All right. Should have quite a few materials. Let's see what all we can upgrade. We'll get Stormbard some armor. I'm going to upgrade his sword to tier 2. The thing I want to avoid doing here is spending any legacy points. We can get her tier 2 staff. Let's give him tier 2 bow. I'm not going to upgrade her bow because she's going to eventually become our melee hunter with her wolf claws. All right. Looks like that's about what we can do. Some storms batter compromise into combative neighbors. Grudges are no shelter in bitter weather. The rains had been falling for a full week, with brief interludes of tense massing clouds and dripping branches. Mountain snows melted and water roared from the heights. The seas whirled and rung at the shores, flung waves ever further. Rivers conquered their banks and marched wider. Valleys turned to huge brackish lakes. Lowland woods and the dams of dry times were swept away, as creatures of all shapes and kinds sought escape from the churning floods. Think our Ulstryx poisoned the weather? After all this time? Why? How? With what? I'm telling you, it's... Who else could have done this? I've seen things in the wild. Stuff you can't explain, and... Oh, someone at the door. The strange party of visitors begs a fire. They appear to be on edge here in a common dwelling, and also very soggy. Arnon, you know we're dangerous, right? Why are you here? The haggard man behind the horns, calling himself Arnon, takes a long breath, and turns to address Violet and the rest. Ask my wife. Ask my wife, she sent me. Can you believe that? At my advanced age? I grew up here at East Vigil, you know? Looks different. His two underlings shift and resettle their garments as they dry out. Must be about the flooding. Hmm? You know why the... No, everyone knows. It's those tentaclasts, the Gorgons. They bring ruin on us all. Which Gorgons? They're blue. That checks out. But I mean, who's their... The Gorgons are flooding the world. They've set it in motion and it can't be stopped. Almost. How? None of this should be possible. I mean, the rain, the melt, the sea. You're right. It shouldn't be. The great balance should be unassailable. But somehow, they've thrown it over. So the torrents fall, the seas thrash, the soil seeps black down our warrens. It is Ulstryx. I knew it would be. Ulstryx? No, it's the Gorgons, I'm saying. The beasts have our warren hemmed in. My wife's inside, dry and warm. You need to talk to her. Hemmed in, but you slipped by them? It's why it had to be me. I'm a master at looping the light. I tend to be missed. You must think we're idiots. Is that it? Huh? Why? I'm Arnon. I'm nice. He certainly gives us an option. A strange one, but this weather, these floods, what else can we go on? If you want to watch the world sink beneath a rising sea, watch all land things perish, then you're exactly where you need to be. But if you see sense... Arnon lands a lump of soaked fabric on the table. Here's a... Oh, it's wet. I mean, it's a map. Sorry, it'll dry all crinkly. Follow the map. Come to our warren. There, learn for yourselves how you can deflect this drowning doom, and these lands all safe. The shadows deepen. All right, folks, so that was the end of Chapter 2 of the Age of Ulstryx campaign. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Next week, we'll wrap up Chapter 3 and finish this campaign up. I have been Dandelions. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.